Let's talk a little bit about equivalent fractions and the meaning of equivalent fractions. So let's say, for example, we have the fraction 18 over 27. We have the fraction 2 over 3, or 2/3. We can simplify this fraction to the left, 18 over 27. And I can just write like this, 3 down here and 2 up here, so 2 over 3. But how does it work? We know that 18 over 27 is the same thing as 2 over 3, but how can we get there? Well, we can write it out, and I can explain it to you. 18, you have to write it as a multiplication of 2 factors. So 18 is the same thing as 2 times 9, and 27 is the same thing as 3 times 9. And when we have only multiplication signs everywhere, we can cross out and simplify. So we just cross out the 9th and write 1 here instead. So now it's going to be 2 times 1, which is 2, so we're just going to write 2. And 3 times 1, which is 3, so we're just going to write 3. So we can write 2 over 3. So try to find some factors in this number and this number that are the same. And here we found 9 as a factor. Okay, one more example. Let's say we have 21 over 35, and then we have another fraction, 3 over 5. Let's write 21 as 3 times 7, and 35 we're going to write as 5 times 7. And now we have 7 up here and 7 down here, so we can cross it out, and we're going to write a tiny little 1 here. Why do we do that? Well, let's just pause this example. Let's say we have 7 over 7. This is 7/7. We know that this is 1, right? If we have 1 pizza and divide it into 7 parts, we still have 1 pizza. And we have 7/7. So we can simplify this, cross this out, but we're going to write 1 over 1, because 1 over 1 is still 1. We can't just cross it out and leave nothing, then it becomes 0. We don't know what's going to happen. So that's why we write 1 here. So we're always going to do that when we simplify. So back to this example, we have crossed out the 7th. Now we have 3 times 1. I'm going to write it as 3, and 5 times 1, and we're going to write it as 5. So 3 over 5, which is the same thing as this fraction. Okay, so 21 over 35, this fraction is equivalent. It's not exactly the same thing because it's written differently, but it's equivalent. We can say that it is just as much as 3 over 5. And same thing here in the first example, 18 over 27. It can be written as 2/3. And here is another fraction, 2/3. So this fraction is equivalent, or just as much, can be written as 2/3.